You may have noticed that on a few expeditions we end up watching movies outside. I know some of you might consider this glamping instead of true overlanding. But I believe having a small, handheld camping projector as some backup entertainment is always a good idea. So for this video, I'm going to show you my current camping projector, as well as the newest model out on the market. Before we get into the new model, let me show you guys what my current projector is. This guy right here is the Mirror M29 wireless battery-powered camping projector. It's not really a camping projector, that's just what I'm going to be calling it. I bought this guy in 2023 and have taken it on probably 7 different expeditions. And we always throw this in our camping tote just because if the weather is bad or we have nothing going on at night, that it is kind of nice to watch any video, movie, or even game system. You guys can plug into this with just an HDMI cord. This guy right here, you can clearly see that it is the old model, as it still takes the micro USB cable. But the nice thing is this guy came with an audio jack, because the internal speaker for this guy is quite bad actually. It does have its own internal speaker. It cannot get very loud, and it honestly doesn't sound that great. I picked this up in 2023 used on Amazon's reused section for about $70, and at the time, to have a 50-inch projecting screen, yes, this can project in 50 inches of resolution at 360p. Yes, that is extremely low, but when we are out camping, it's just enough to have some background noise or have something playing in the background just for fun. We've honestly used this thing quite a bit. We've watched movies on the side of the truck, we've watched movies in our tent with the projector pointed at the ceiling, and of course on one expedition we even brought a giant white sheet and watched a movie, I think near that 50-inch limit. Now, the only unfortunate thing is you cannot change the aspect ratio of any of the videos, so I have all of my videos on my phone and I watch them through VLC Media Player, because in VLC you can adjust the aspect ratio, because the best way I have found to watch videos is by plugging your phone in. Every camera does come with its HDMI cord, but I had to buy this HDMI to USB-C adapter, and everything will be linked in the description if you guys would also like to start watching movies while you're camping. But you cannot change the aspect ratio on your phone very well, so when you hit it to full screen, it's always going to have those chopped off corners, or the video slimmed down with those giant lines on top and bottom, so that you can't watch it fully. But if you download a different physical media browser, you will be able to change the aspect ratio and fully take advantage of your battery-powered projector. This little M29 projector says that it can last about 2 hours, so you'll always get about one movie completely taken care of before needing to plug it back in, and it will give you that warning that says battery low. We carry our Jackery with us, so we can plug the projector in while we watch the movie and never get that interrupted time. Otherwise, 2 hours of battery life is good enough to basically do whatever you want with it. I'll go ahead and get this hooked up, and you guys can see how abysmal the actual speaker is on this little guy. So before we get this powered on, I'll show you real quick that it does have your power. When it's plugged in, it will be charging with a little illuminating light in the back. There are your volume controls, and of course the focus for the resolution on your screen. So we'll go ahead and max out the volume on the phone. Oops. And then max out volume on your speaker. Okay, so 100% volume on both of those. So you guys can see that basically from the audio of that speaker in there, that is very dry, it's very tinny, and it does not get very loud. So if you guys are watching your movie in the rain like we did, the nice thing is that that unit does have an auxiliary port, so you can plug in your external speaker to make it sound a lot better and a lot clearer and be able to listen to your movies perfectly. The route truly begins in the small town of Hamburg, Iowa, but we are going to be doing the byway backwards and starting at the end in Akron, Iowa. Get the gist of the road trip and the fun little stops that we can make. So yeah, you guys get the point. The M29, I think, is an awesome entry-level projector, and it adds a little bit of fun to your camping trips, or even at home. You can watch a movie outside in your garage without having to plug everything in. Just having a battery projector is kind of great. But let's look at the new model and see what it has to offer. This one right here is obviously the M26, a couple generations newer, and quite a few upgrades that come with it. Boasts the same type of battery where it will last 2 hours into your movie or your gaming experience, but it can go up to a 70-inch TV. So quite a bit bigger than the M29 that I've been using, and this one will export in 1080p, which is still pretty low considering how everything nowadays is 4K, but as a sub $150 projector, battery powered projector included, I think 1080p is fine. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. There is our new projector. Power button and audio buttons. I believe that is your focus dial right on the corner. A couple different vent locations on the bottom. Speaker up front. So it does not have the different directional speakers that the M29 has. This one also has your headphone jack, so you can plug in your headphones or portable speaker and have it sounding a lot better, but we will test the speaker on this one and see how it goes. This one has been updated with the USB-C. It also has a USB drive in the back and your HDMI that you can plug any HDMI device into to start projecting. Up top we do have your battery indicators, so those 4 dots when lit up tell you how much battery you have, and of course the projecting screen. One of the nicest things about these projectors, it comes with a standard tripod mount insert. This is the standard base for mounting any picture camera to a tripod. So go ahead and slip that guy on real quick. Alright, you should be able to see this a lot better. Okay, so right when we power the device on, you will be greeted with a Wi-Fi code. Checking quality of internet and connecting. Activate our smart view. Okay, we'll go ahead and connect to the M76. Start now. Connecting. Oh, there we go. With the wireless feature, we can go ahead and view any file that we want, really. That's awesome. We can even just go to YouTube right now. There we go. This fender right here is aftermarket because the original one didn't have the corner light on it. So obviously the audio quality in the M76 is pretty much similar to the M29. It does get a little louder, I think, but it still has that dry, tinny, low quality speaker inside the projector itself. But the nice thing is this one also comes with the auxiliary ports, so now I think we'll go ahead and plug in an external speaker and see if we can bring that quality up. Okay, there we go, all hooked up. Let's see what that sounds like. 20 PSI in them right now, so the ride's a little rough, but it keeps the back end jacked up for sweet looks. Full disc brake conversion from inline tube. They also sent me all of. So yeah, you guys can basically tell the difference. It's totally worth it to be able to plug your portable speaker into your battery powered projector, especially if you're entertaining others, to be able to make it louder, to be able to make it sound a lot better. It is worth it to be able to plug anything else in. But even if you wanted to just project it onto your ceiling, you could put your headphones into it and fix the audio that way and still have your 70-inch big TV outside, inside, wherever you want to put it. Also, the M76 being able to connect to your phone wirelessly, I think, is a big win in itself without having to get clunky cables and adapters to be able to make it work. It's definitely a big selling point over the M29, and I think that extra price is worth it. I download videos onto my phone to be able to watch them off grid when I'm not connected to the internet and I can't watch YouTube. But these battery powered projectors are not limited to just watching videos on your phone. You can go ahead and take your handheld gaming device like your Nintendo Switch and plug that into your HDMI connector and play 4-player Mario Party or Mario Kart out in the wilderness, off grid. And I know that's considered glamping, but it is just another thing to do and enjoy, another option for entertainment when you guys are out and about. And I think that's also a big selling point for these guys. I don't think you guys will regret buying one of these projectors from Mir. I'm gonna go ahead and link some other overland content, camping content for you guys to check out, and that's all I got for you guys. We'll see you in the next video.